Hey everyone, I hope you're practicing a lot of questions. If not, then this video is for you. Let's look at the division of marks for your Part B, subject specific skills. So for the objective type questions, also known as MCQs, you will get 6 questions from each of these chapters. Okay, so हम लोग ये जो 24 questions है इनकी practice करेंगे in this video. And in the next video, we will also look at some short answer type questions as well as some descriptive type questions. But for now, let's focus on the MCQs. So how you can use this video is like this. So once you begin watching this video, आपने एक question देखा, उसके बाद you need to start solving the question on your own. Pause the video at that point, then look at the correct answer. If your answer is right, then well and good, you can move on to the next question. But अगर आपका आंसर wrong है या फिर अगर आपको पता नहीं है कि वो आंसर कैसे आया है, so just pause the video, go back to your notes, आप अपनी टेक्स्ट बुक खोलो या मे बी द वीडियो दैट यू रेफर्ड फॉर दिस चैप्टर, आप वहाँ पर जाओ, revise the concept again and then come back to this video and restart the solving for the same chapter. So this is how you can use the video. There are about 40 MCQs from the 4 chapters that we have. Majority में आपका Unit 1 और Unit 2 के ही MCQs है, इसमें around 25 MCQs है, and Unit 3 and Unit 4 के around 15 MCQs है. So the reason for this is कि Unit 1 और Unit 2 से आपको maximum objective type questions पूछे जा सकते हैं and 3 and 4 में से आपको उतने questions नहीं पूछे जा सकते हैं, which means कि Unit 3 and 4 which is NLP and evaluation, आपको उसमें से जनरली सब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे. सो लेट्स बिगिन विद द सेशन, बट बिफोर दैट, इफ यू आर न्यू टू द चैनल, क्विक इंट्रोडक्शन. माय नेम इज आकाश सिंह. आई हैव बीन टीचिंग कंप्यूटर साइंस, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस फॉर ऑलमोस्ट 4 or 5 years now. I graduated from IT Bombay and currently I work as a software engineer. Now, as I've said before and I say it again, if you have doubts, this is the time to clear them up. You can comment under any of my videos. You can also connect with me on Instagram, where my username is Aakash7.7. You can ask doubts. If you have any difficulties, you can get them cleared up. I'll be happy to help you. Okay, so let's begin with the session by talking about the first chapter. जो first question है आपका Introduction to AI में से है. Dash is the subfield of AI that is focused on enabling computers to understand and process human languages. Always underline the main keywords so that it becomes easier for you. So human languages process करने के लिए हम लोग natural language processing use करते हैं, also known as NLP. In Dash, the machine is trained with huge amounts of data, which helps it in training itself around the data. Now, huge amounts of data में huge amounts is the major keyword. You have to recall कि कौन सा process सबसे ज़्यादा अमाउंट ऑफ डेटा लेता है. सो सुपरवाइज लर्निंग, अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग, डेटा के अकॉर्डिंग ज़्यादा कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं है उसमें, इवन क्लासिफिकेशन. बट डीप लर्निंग और विच जनरली यूजेस न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स में आपका सबसे ज़्यादा डेटा यूज़ होता है. बहुत टेराबाइट्स में डेटा आपका जाता है फॉर ट्रेनिंग पर्पस. सो डीप लर्निंग इज़ द राइट आंसर. All these questions have been taken from the past year question papers as well as sample papers. So in all, if you're able to solve all these questions, then आपका objective type का revision complete हो जाएगा. Give 2 examples of supervised learning models. Supervised learning models मतलब आपका जो training data होता है वो labeled होता है already. You tell the computer or the AI model that my data is already like this. You just need to train on it. So classification and regression. Yes. So classification and regression both are supervised learning models. Clustering is not a supervised learning model. It's unsupervised. Dimensionality reduction is also unsupervised. Again, rest of them are also not the right answers. So you need to understand why this is the right answer. So next question, define machine learning. Okay. Machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that improve automatically through experience. Okay, this can be the answer. Refers to any technique that enables computers to mimic human intelligence. Not exactly. Machine learning refers to computer systems, both machines and software, enables machines to perform tasks for it. All right, so this is not the answer. Machine learning refers to projects that allow the machine to work on a particular logic. So out of these four, what is the most closely related to artificial intelligence? It is this one. Dash refers to the AI modeling where the machine learns by itself. So when the machine learns by itself, it means it is learning based. Learning based AI modeling. Machine learning भी हो सकता था, but that is a subset of AI and it is not actually AI modeling. In Dash, input to machines can be photographs, videos, and pictures for thermal or infrared sensors. Okay, so when you look at this question, what do you find? You find we have photographs, you have to look at them. Videos, again, pictorial format. Pictures, you have to look at them. So all of these refer to computer vision. Why computer vision? Computer vision is the technology which enables computers to look at pictures or photographs. So directly आपको पता चल जाना चाहिए जहां पर भी आपने ये देखा कि computer vision is the right answer. Categorize the following under data sciences, machine learning, computer vision, and NLP. Okay, so you don't have to read the entire thing. जो भी आपको बोल्ड में दिख रहा है आपको सिर्फ वो रीड करना है. Google Home, Alexa, Siri. What does come into your mind? Natural language processing. Okay, so next one, facial recognition, face apps, Snapchat filters, computer vision. Because यहाँ पर आपके हर जगह पर पिक्चर्स यूज हो रही हैं, विजुअल ट्रेनिंग डेटा यूज हो रहा है. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज प्राइस कंपैरिजन वेबसाइट्स. यहाँ पर आपका डेटा साइंस यूज हो सकता है बट ऑल्सो योर NLP. And finally, chatbots. Chatbots are always for NLP. If you are confused about price comparison websites, you need to remember that जब आप सारी वेबसाइट्स चेक कर रहे हो प्राइस कंपैरिजन के लिए, वहां पर आपका NLP लगता है, because you need to process some text data and then you also need to look at the prices in order to compare them. So आपका डेटा साइंस भी उसमें यूज हो सकता है. Let's look at the next question. Which of the following is correct about rule based approach? So we have to talk about the rule based approach, also known as if else. आप जहाँ पर conditions देते हो अपने AI model को and then according to those rules your AI model gives the output. So which one is correct? We cannot provide enough rules to the machine. It's not that. You can always provide enough rules to the machine. A drawback feature for this approach is that the learning is static. मतलब आपका जो learning है वो constant रहेगा. With time it won't increase unless and until you add more conditions. So this is the correct answer for this. Once the rules are fed into the system, it takes into consideration any changes made in the original training data set. Wrong. It can improve itself based on feedbacks. No. There is only rule based जहाँ पर आप conditions देते हो, and which means B is the correct answer. When a machine possesses the ability to mimic the following human traits, it is said to have artificial intelligence. So in one of the videos I have discussed 3 conditions for a machine to be artificially intelligent. First of all, it needs to make decisions on its own. Secondly, it needs to predict that what is going to happen in the future. For example, if you see black clouds in the sky, you can predict that it is going to rain. And the third one is the machine should automatically learn and improve on its own. Maybe it made a bad decision, but by learning from the bad decisions, it is learning and improving. So 1, 3 and 4 is the correct answer, which means B. Neural networks are backbone of deep learning algorithms. So deep learning की जब हम लोग बात करते हैं, You have to understand that neural networks से ही बनता है वो पूरा. If you remember what neural networks are, they actually represents the human brain cells or neurons. Okay, and the reason is neural networks use vast amounts of data. Yes, neural networks do use a lot of data, but it is not the correct explanation for this. So A is so both A and R are correct, but R is not the correct explanation. Which of the following is true about neural networks? Okay, so neural networks tend to perform better with large amounts of data. What do we know about neural networks? Neural networks को already large amounts of data चाहिए होता है. अगर उनको उतना data ना मिले तो they will not perform well. So this is actually true. Neural networks tend to perform poorer with larger amounts of data. False. Neural networks tend to perform better with smaller amounts of data. Neural networks need no data. All right. So I hope you understand the reasoning why these three are wrong and this one is right. Looking at the next question, a business problem wherein we categorize whether an observation is safe, at risk, or unsafe. So let's say we have lots of observations, or maybe let's just say we have observation 1. Now we have to divide it into one of these three. It can be safe, it can be unsafe, or it can be at risk. इन तीनों में से कोई एक होना ही चाहिए. So what does it mean? It means we need to classify this observation into one of these three. हम लोगों को classify करना पड़ेगा. So that's why classification इसका right answer है. Google Translate is Google's free service that instantly translates words, phrases, and web pages between English and over 100 other languages. अगर आपने Google सर्विस देखी होगी, Google Translate देखा है आपने, वहाँ पर आप एक लैंग्वेज से दूसरी लैंग्वेज में कोई भी वर्ड, कोई भी सेंटेंस या कोई भी पैराग्राफ कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. सो व्हाट डज Google Translate यूज? सो 4W प्रॉब्लम कैनवस, नो, ये आपका प्रोजेक्ट साइकिल का टर्म है. न्यूरल नेटवर्क्स, yes, it does use neural networks. KWLA chart, no. System maps, no. So you might also think कि यहाँ पर तो NLP भी यूज हो रहा है. Yes, NLP is being used, but for NLP purpose हम लोग NLP के अंदर neural networks यूज कर सकते हैं because there is a lot of other data present. So that's why neural networks is the right answer. Obviously you can try to eliminate the wrong options. आप ये मेथड भी यूज कर सकते हो, और मे बी ऑल्सो नोन एज ऑड वन आउट. Tom is a student of grade 5. He likes to move constantly at his desk. He plays with pencils, taps his fingers, stands up in a place anytime he gets a chance. So you can say that he has a lot of kinetic behavior. If you are studying physics, then kinetics means movement. Okay. Which one of the following intelligence does he demonstrate? Which one is the closest? Kinesthetic. I hope you understood this. Moving on to the next one. The basis of decision making depends upon availability of information. आप decisions कैसे लेते हो? You need to know the knowledge behind it, the information behind it. Past experience, positive attitude, and self-awareness. Obviously, past experience is also necessary. For example, if you learn from your mistakes, right, it helps you make better decisions. So 1 and 2 are right. Positive attitude does not actually help in decision making. It just changes your outlook towards the decision making process. Self-awareness also एक mental चीज़ है. It does not actually help in decision making. So 1 and 2 are the correct answers. Infrared sensors detect infrared energy that is emitted by one's body heat. When hands are placed in the proximity of the sensor, the infrared energy quickly fluctuates. So we have a machine which detects the temperature change around it, the infrared rays around it. So if you like put your hand at this place, it will detect that you have put a hand, or maybe the temperature of that area has changed. So this fluctuation triggers the pump to activate and dispense the designated amount of sanitizer. If you have been to airports, if you've been to hospitals, there are automatic sanitizer dispensers. They work on this principle. So this is an example of automated machine. Yes, automated है ये. AI machine, no. Semi-automatic, no, because you don't have to intervene physically. आपको बटन प्रेस नहीं करना है उसके लिए. Also not deep learning. Match column A with column B. A facial recognition machine is definitely AI. So one का two answer है. So which means ये और ये automatically wrong हो गए. We can go ahead with this. All right. So let's try for this. Gesture recognition. It is again AI. अगर आपको किसी मशीन को gesture recognize करवाना है, you need to train it with some data, and that is artificial intelligence. So 3 का भी 2 है. So this one. So B is the correct answer. All right, a very big question, but let's quickly have a look. So I will read between the lines. You can pause the video and read the entire question, but the important part is one of the tasks of the application is to identify bananas that have started to turn brown. Then how do you determine which bananas have gone bad? So first of all, you can think अगर कोई banana brown turn हो रहा है, obviously you need a video or a photo, right? So when we talk about this, what AI part we refer to it as computer vision, or AI domain is computer vision. Again, a big question. You can just pause the video and read the entire question. I'll just read between the lines. AI system measures users' engagement and happiness. Then it starts computing personalized recommendations to the user. Now, if you are looking at YouTube, right? If you watch my video on IT402, then you will be suggested other videos on IT402. Or maybe if you're studying AI 417, you will be suggested videos from artificial intelligence or maybe mathematics for CBSE and so on. So which application can you relate? Obviously YouTube. Other applications can be Netflix, Amazon Prime. Which of the following is incorrect? Testing data is the one on which we train and fit our model, basically to fit the parameters. So we need to train any AI model with the training data. So testing data is not the one. Training data is used only to assess the performance of the model. Again, this is wrong. The testing data and training data parameters have been interchanged. यहाँ पर training data होना चाहिए था and इधर testing data. Testing data is the unseen data for which predictions have to be made. So this is right. Okay, so third one is right. Let's recheck the first and second one. Training data is used only to assess the performance of model. 2 is definitely not the case. Testing data is the one on which we train and fit our model. Okay, so this is actually not wrong. Testing data is also used to train it. So there are two types of data. You train the model, then you also test the model. So if your model is well enough, it is good enough, then you can use this test data also to train it again. But the question seems a bit complicated. However, this is the right answer. A part. Data about the houses such as square footage, number of rooms. Okay, I'll read between the lines. You feel free to pause the video. By leveraging data coming from thousands of houses, their features and prices, we can now train the model to predict a new house's price. This is an example of not reinforcement, not unsupervised. It is supervised because we already have some data present. We have square footage, number of rooms, features, and the prices of these houses. So this is the label which we have, prices of the house. A dash is divided into multiple layers, and each layer is further divided into several blocks called nodes. Okay, neural networks, convolutional neural networks, machine learning algorithms, or hidden layers. So let's try to eliminate. Hidden layers is not the right answer. So actually right now we are talking about neural networks, but in a neural network, there are lots and lots of convolutional neural networks present. Just like a brain cell is connected to other brain cells. So this can be a neural network, but this single unit is known as a convolutional neural network. So B is the correct answer. Amazon had been working on a secret AI recruiting tool. Okay. So I'll again read between the lines. Please feel free to pause the video, read the question on your own. It penalized resumes that included the word women. The system taught itself that male candidates were preferable. So this is an example of AI bias in which male candidates are preferred and not women candidates. So we are done with introduction to AI. That were a lot of MCQs. Further on, let's move on to project cycle. The dash canvas helps you in identifying the key elements related to the problem. So we have only learnt about the 4Ws problem. So this is the right answer. Name any two methods of collecting data. Surveys and interviews. Yes, you can collect data using that. Obviously not rumors and myths. AI models and applications. Again, no. Imaginations and thoughts. Okay, no. So A is the correct answer for this. Expand CBT. So it is again inside your project cycle. It is called cognitive behavioral therapy. It tells you how you behave, how a human is behaving. So you just need to remember the full form for this. Which of the following is not part of AI project cycle? So let's recall all the parts. First is problem scoping. Then we have data collection. Then we have data exploration. Then we have modeling. And then finally we have evaluation. So testing is not there. Instead we have evaluation. Dash is the last stage of AI project lifecycle. Again, similar question. Evaluation is the last part. Choose the 5 stages of AI project cycle in correct order. All right, so you know the first one should be problem scoping. So these two can be right. And the last one should be evaluation. So this is wrong and this is right. So it is the correct answer. Dash helps us to summarize all the key points into one single outline, so in that in the future, there is no need to look back at the basis of a problem. So when we try to solve any problem using AI, first of all, we try to understand what is the problem statement. So basis of the problem, we have 4W problem canvas, which tells us who is being affected, what is being affected, how is it being affected, and how you can solve them. Understand and inspect the web page to find the HTML markers associated with the information we want. Use Python libraries to pull out data from the HTML page. Manipulate the collected data. All right, the above given steps are for collecting data from which of the following sources? So we are using Python, we are using HTML, basically web browsers. So you can talk about web scraping. Web scraping में हम लोग data acquire करते हैं from the internet by collecting it from various sites or websites. Moving on to the next part of NLP. Dash is the subfield of AI that is focused on enabling computers to understand and process human languages. So I think it is quite straightforward. NLP is the answer. The term sentence segmentation is, if you remember, in NLP जब हम लोग डेटा प्रोसेस करते हैं, जब हम लोग डेटा क्लीन करते हैं, there is something known as sentence tokenization, where we divide our paragraphs into small sentences. So the correct answer for this is, the whole corpus is divided into sentences. Corpus का मतलब होता है collection of text documents. Dash is an example of applications of NLP. Evaluation, no. Automatic summarization, yes. So B is the right answer. Dash is defined as the percentage of correct predictions out of all the observations. So this is quite simple. Correct predictions out of all the observations is accuracy. Very straightforward. You don't have to remember it. It is also how your board percentage is calculated. What will be the outcome if the prediction is yes and it matches with the reality? So first of all, let's try to solve this. If we say that prediction is yes, we say it is positive. And it is also matching with the reality. It means it is true, which means the first part is true positive. What will be the outcome if the prediction is yes? Okay, again, a positive, and it does not match with the reality, which means it is false. So true positive and false positive. D will be the right answer. Next question देखते हैं. All right. So recall evaluation. For this, you need to recall or remember accuracy, precision, or recall. Also F1 score, but right now it's not needed. So when we talk about precision, it is defined as, I'm giving you a shortcut right now, total true positives upon this entire column, which means TP plus FP, or false positives. You can also say it is true positives upon predictive positives. Don't get confused. Take your time to understand this. And the next one is for recall. For recall, again, you take this cell, which is true positives, upon this, which is true positives plus false negatives, which is also equal to actually positive. So it is defined as the fraction of positive cases that are correctly identified. So A is the correct answer. Defined as the fraction of positive cases. Okay, so A is not the right answer. We have to consider true positive. So true positive cases versus all the cases where prediction is true. So this one should be the right answer. Differentiate between prediction and reality. Okay, so prediction is the input given to the machine. No. Prediction is the output given to match the reality. The language is a bit wrong. The prediction is the output which is given by the machine, and the reality is the real scenario in which the prediction has been made. Yes, C is the right answer. Which of the following statements is true for the term evaluation? Helps in classifying the type and genre of the document? No. Helps in predicting the topic for a corpus? Again, no. Understanding the reliability of an AI model? Yes. So using evaluation, we try to see if the AI model is good enough or not. So C is the right answer. Prediction and reality can be easily mapped together with the help of a confusion matrix. So D is the right one. So we have repeated this question. Okay, so with this, we have finished all the MCQs which have been asked previously in your AI examinations. If you cover all these, if you are able to solve all these, आपका revision है वो almost 70% complete हो गया होगा. For the rest 30% you need to revise some subjective questions. I'll be uploading the video for that soon. Please give the like to this video if you are able to understand everything. If you're not, please feel free to comment under the video. Also, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, I would urge you to do so. I'll be seeing you in the next one. Till then, stay awesome. Bye bye.